You open DoorDash and see a meal for $12. That feels reasonable. You choose the burger, add fries, enter your address, wait for the total. Then checkout appears. The $12 meal is no longer $12. There is a delivery fee, a service fee, tax, a tip, and sometimes another charge tied to distance, order size, speed, or local rules. Nothing was added to your bag, but the price kept growing. The strange part is not that delivery costs money. The strange part is how the cost is divided, revealed, and felt. Because DoorDash does not need every fee to be invisible. It only needs the first price to become your reference point. That is the first mechanism. Anchoring. When you see a $12 meal, your brain begins building the purchase around $12. You picture the food. You compare it with other meals. You decide it fits your budget. That first number becomes the anchor. Every later charge is judged as an addition to a decision you have already started making. A $4 fee may feel annoying, but abandoning the entire order can feel like losing the meal you already chose. This is why the menu price has more psychological power than the final total. It appears before effort, hunger, and anticipation become attached to the order. By checkout, you are no longer evaluating a blank purchase. You are evaluating whether to give up something that already feels partly yours. Then comes the second mechanism, partitioned pricing. DoorDash's own help center lists several charges that may appear, including service fees, delivery fees, small order fees, long-distance fees, express fees, and regulatory response fees. Each fee may have a business explanation. Drivers must be paid. The platform must operate. Longer routes cost more. Local rules can change expenses, but separating one final price into many smaller pieces changes how the total feels. A $24 total, shown at the beginning, invites one decision. Is this meal worth $24? A $12 meal, followed by several smaller charges, invites multiple weaker decisions. Is the meal worth $12? Can I tolerate this delivery fee? Is the service fee small enough? Should I continue because I am already here? The customer may approve every piece without ever emotionally approving the complete price. This is sometimes called drip pricing or partitioned pricing. The cost arrives in fragments, and fragments are easier to accept than one large number. The delivery fee also becomes a powerful headline because it sounds like the main cost of delivery. But a $0 delivery fee does not necessarily mean a fee-free order. DoorDash says DashPass can provide $0 delivery fees and reduce service fees on eligible orders that meet minimum requirements. The word zero attracts attention. The remaining conditions require more thought. That does not make the offer fake. It means the most memorable number and the most important number may be different. But the strongest pressure often appears after you notice the fees. This is the third mechanism. Checkout commitment. By the time you reach the final screen, you have already searched restaurants, compared meals, customized items, entered details, and waited for the app to calculate the order. That effort becomes psychological investment. Leaving now means starting again, cooking, driving, or accepting that the food is not coming. So the question quietly changes. At the beginning, you asked, is delivery worth the full cost? At checkout, you ask, are these extra charges bad enough to cancel everything? That is a much easier standard for the app to survive. Small order fees can create another twist. A message may tell you that spending a little more could remove or reduce a fee. Now adding food can feel like saving money. You may spend $6 to avoid a $3 charge. The basket becomes larger, yet the decision feels more efficient because one line disappears. The fee did not only raise the price, it changed the direction of your next choice. None of this means DoorDash is uniquely evil or that every order is deceptive. Delivery is a real service with real costs. Fees vary by merchant, location, demand, distance, order size, and local rules. The system can be useful, especially when time, mobility, or convenience matters more than price. The problem begins when you compare restaurants using the menu price, but pay using the checkout price. Those are two different decisions, so before choosing the food, check the complete total. Compare delivery with pickup. Compare the app's menu price with the restaurant's direct price. Treat the tip separately, because it is payment for the person doing the delivery, not proof that the platform fees disappeared. And never add an item only because a fee made spending more feel cheaper. The order may still be worth it, but make that decision while looking at the final number, not the first one. Because the trap is not simply that fees exist, it is that your hunger commits before your budget gets the full story. The next time a $12 meal becomes a $20 checkout, pause before pressing order. Are you still buying the meal you chose? Or are you completing a decision the interface made difficult to abandon? Subscribe to Mind-Rigged for more hidden systems shaping everyday choices. This is Mind-Rigged. See the system. Break the loop.